I am back today with another yoga video, and I thought today we would get a little bit creative. This is a yoga for creativity. Maybe we'll do some things that you haven't done before or that you're not used to, but we can try it out, get a little creative, and just go with it. So today we're going to start in standing position, and you can have your feet flush together or hip width apart. Either way, it's just your preference. Hands at our sides, palms facing out in a Tadasana, mountain pose. Really grounding through all four corners of your feet for stability and your balance. And breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe soften your gaze. Close your eyes. Just let your mind go. Don't think about what you have to do today or what you have done. Just be present on the mat. Feeling the tension and stress drain away with each breath in and exhaling, letting it go. On an inhale, we're going to bat our eyelashes open and start to round through with our arms, doing some shoulder circles. Maybe get your neck involved. Look up as your arms go up and look down as they go down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhale up and exhale down. Just a few more. On your next breath in with your arms up overhead, maybe grab a hold of your left wrist with your right arm and take a side bend to the right, opening through the left side body. Maybe looking up toward the ceiling, making sure you're not rounding through the chest, but elongate it up. Inhale will come through center, and exhale will take it to the other side. Only going as far as feels good in your spine. Inhale back up to center. And exhale, let your arms go. Now we're going to twist we're going to take a little twist with our hands at heart center. So bring your palms to heart center and really press into them. Press, press, press. And then we're going to twist and turn over our left shoulder, bringing our palms to our right shoulder and really, really pressing in, making sure that that's active. Finding your breath. On your next inhale, bring it through heart center and take it to the other side. Making sure your hips are still neutral and your hip bones are shining forward. On your next inhale, bring back through center and let your hands fall to the ground. Take any other neck circles if you like, anything to get that tension out of those shoulders. Get loose. All right, inhale, we're gonna take our arms up, overhead, maybe do a little bit of a back bend. Inhale back up, and exhale. Inhale back up, exhale back, and inhale back up. Now this can be a small mini back bend. Don't go deeper than it feels good on your back, on your spine. We are going to come to the front of the mat, if you're not already there. And inhale, we'll rise up. Exhale, forward fold. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Your feet can be hip width apart or flush together. Maybe we'll grab opposite elbows, ragdoll for a minute, stretching out through the backs of the legs. Breathing deep. On an inhale, we'll halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we'll plant the palms and step or hop back to plank or half plank. And exhale, we'll lower all the way down to the belly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up for cobra. And exhale, down. Now we're going to take our arms at our sides, kind of like a T. And we're going to roll through onto our left shoulder. So what you're going to do is take the right palm and plant it next to you and start to bend into the right leg. You can either have it in front of you or behind you. However feels good. You'll feel the stretch, or you should feel the stretch, in your left shoulder. The deeper you go back, the more sensation you'll have. You should not feel any pain, just sensation. It's a great shoulder opener. I know my shoulders are always tight. On an inhale, we'll start to roll through, elongate our right arm, and take it to the other side. If you need more of a stretch in your arm, you could always cactus this arm. You'll feel a lot more sensation, or you should feel a lot more sensation there. But always roll out of the pose if you're going to make changes to that arm. Don't try to do it as you're rolled into the pose. On an inhale, we'll start to come back through. Bring our hands underneath our forehead and relax in crocodile for a minute. Maybe rolling through your third eye, stimulating a little bit. When you're ready, we will tuck the toes, press up to plank or half plank, and then push back to downward facing dog. We'll start to pedal it out here in our first down dog. See how we're feeling. Breathing in deep. Making sure those upper arm bones are spiraling up toward the ceiling. Maybe we inhale and come up to our toes. Exhale, lower heels toward the mat. Just the intention of lowering them to the mat. They don't have to make it there. Inhale, we'll look to the top of the mat. Exhale, we will hop or float or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms and step or hop back to plank or half plank, belly to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, our right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, step it through. Pivot on the back foot and rise up to warrior one. Find your warrior one here. If you need to open up, you can for stability. Pressing into the back of that left foot, front knee over front ankle, knitting our upper ribs down. Dropping those shoulders, making sure we're not clenching. Inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale, we'll drop our hands and interlace them behind our back. And then we'll start to fold forward into humble warrior. And you might be right here. Or you could bring the crown of the head toward the mat. Sinking into this pose. Really pressing through all four corners of both feet. Breathing deep. On an inhale, we'll rise up, break free. Come back to warrior one. And we're going to inhale in here. Exhale, we'll start to come up off the back foot, just maybe onto your toes. If that feels good here, maybe we'll even bring it in here, maybe warrior three. Your left toes will point down, spiraling your inner thigh up toward the ceiling. Arms can be straight out or airplane behind you. Find a focal point. You've got this. And then maybe, if it's in your practice, you can come down for half splits. Find the bind if that's okay with you. Inhale in here. Exhale, we'll step our left foot to meet the right. And inhale up, chair pose. Sit low. Put your weight into the back heels. Inhale in one more time. Exhale, let it all go. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step or hop back to plank or half plank, and find your vinyasa. Pedal it out. Let's take about 3 breaths just to catch our breath here. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, left leg to left elbow. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, step it on through, pivot on the back foot, and rise up for warrior one. Settle in here. Front knee over front ankle. Knitting our ribs down. Remember, if you need to, you can widen your stance for stability. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale, interlace your thumbs, but have the opposite thumb on top this time, the one that feels a little weird. Inhaling in here, exhaling. Start to fold forward for humble warrior. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Pressing into the back foot. Your next inhale, rise back up to warrior one. Then maybe you start to come up onto your back toes.
That's Wendy's favorite.
Maybe you push off into warrior three. Hands in front of you or behind. Breathing deep, finding that focal point for balance. Inhale in, and maybe you start to find your half splits. Next exhale, start to drop your right leg and plant your foot next to your left foot and rise up for chair pose. Sinking deep. Inhale in here and exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Stay here, grasping opposite elbows. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, we have another standing sequence here. So, inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back to plank, and find your vinyasa. And we will meet in down dog. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, step it on through. Rise up for crescent. We're going to find a twist here. So we're going to bring our hands to heart center. Then maybe we start to lean forward. Maybe we take our left elbow and put it on the outside of our right thigh. And we start to twist. Open. Finding your balance here. This one's a little rough sometimes. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale in, find crescent. One more inhale and exhale. We will open up to wide leg forward, or do a wide leg forward fold. So your toes will be pointed toward the front or the back of the mat, actually. And maybe your hands will be on your hips. And we'll start to fold forward. And you might be here today, and that's fine. If you could go lower, maybe you widen your stance a bit and fold into the wide leg forward fold. Maybe you have your hands on your ankles. Maybe your hands are through your legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And we will start to heel toe our feet back together a little bit if you widen your stance. And we will do a Skandasana to the back of the mat. And you can be here, you can be here, you can be here, you can have your hands down. Whatever feels good, just make sure your back is elongated and you're not crunching in. Breathing in deep. On your next inhale, start to push back up, pivot toward the back of the front of the mat, pivot on the back foot, plant your palms, and step back to plank or half plank, and find your vinyasa. And we will meet in down dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it on through. Rise up for crescent lunge. Settling into our pose. We'll start to bring our hands to heart center. Maybe we start to come forward, bringing our right elbow to our left thigh, pressing our palms together and turning to the left. Breathing in deep, in through your nose and out through your nose. On your next inhale, rise back up to crescent. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, start to open up for wide leg stance. Hands at hips. We'll start to hinge forward. Coming down for a wide leg forward fold. Maybe you walk your feet a little bit wider. Maybe you bring the crown of your head towards the bottom or towards your mat. Maybe you grab your ankles. Breathing here. On your next inhale, we'll halfway lift. Exhale, we'll fold forward and start to heel toe our feet back together a bit. And we will find our Skandasana on this side. This one's a little harder for me. I may fall over. Breathing in deep here, making sure our back is elongated. Inhale, we'll start to push back toward the front of the mat, pivot on the back foot, and step back for plank or half plank, and find your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, and push back to down dog. Inhale, we'll look toward the front of the mat. Exhale, we'll hop or step to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Now from the front of the mat, we are going to do eagle pose. I'm going to step to the middle just so I can show you. But you can stay at the front of the mat. That is perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is, if you've never done eagle before, eagle is, there's not a lot of room to think of anything else other than the pose. We're going to bring our arms to our sides, and I'm going to cross my left arm over my right. And you might be here, or you might take the full bind. And then I'm going to take my right leg and put my weight of my body into my left. And you might be here, or you might try to take a bind here, or you can take the full bind. I can't talk at the same time. Lifting your arms to where they're parallel with your shoulders, sinking into your left leg. You got this. If you fall, just get right back into pose. Inhale in here. Exhale, we'll unravel. Shake it off a bit. And we'll bring the pose into the other side. So we will take arms wide, bringing our our right arm over our left, bringing our left leg around our right, and sinking into eagle pose. And this side may be different than the other side. Maybe it's a little harder, maybe it's a little easier. Really concentrating. Deep, full breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. I can't talk, and stay in the pose. One more breath. Inhale in here, and exhale, unravel. Okay. See, even I fall out of the poses a lot. Okay, now we're going to do one that's a little bit more tricky. So the modification for this is just staying in a Tadasana. It can be here, it can be here, whatever is comfortable for you. I'm going to do a hand to big toe. So this might be difficult for some people. This is going to be difficult for me, but we're going to go with it. Bring my hands to heart center, and I'm going to start to put all of my weight into my left foot. One-legged Tadasana. Now maybe it's okay to stay here, or maybe you can take your left hand to your hip. Your peace fingers will come around your big toe, and you will start to elongate you through your leg. Maybe you'll start to open up to the side. Breathing deep. Inhaling in, and exhale, drop it back. Okay, we'll take it to the other side here. Putting all of our weight into our right foot here. We'll come up for a one-legged Tadasana. Maybe you take your left peace fingers around your toe and elongate through your left leg. If at any time there is pain, please come out of this pose. Maybe you open it up. Inhaling in and exhaling, dropping it down. Great job. I feel like we did pretty good. I feel like we did a really good job. So here we're going to drop down into a yogi squat. So I like to come to the mat and have my toes splay off the side. I'm gonna bring my hands to heart center. And just start squatting down. And I'm not sure, if you're here, that's fine. As long as your back's elongated and you're feeling good. If there's any pain in any part of your body, your hips, your knees, you can come out of this pose. And you can do just like a regular squat. Maybe you're up here. That's fine. If crow pose is in your practice, you can do your crow from here. You can bring your hands to the front. Start to walk your toes in. Maybe you use your blocks, having a block ahead of you just in case, or having a block under your toes so you don't have as far to kick off. Bringing your toes to your block, looking a ridiculous amount forward, bringing your knees to your inside of your armpits or not your forearms, that would be weird, or your biceps. And start to go forward. Maybe you kick off with one toe today. Maybe you switch it up. Maybe you kick off into full crow. Or maybe you're still in Malasana, your little squat. And that's fine too. Gently come back out of your crow. And we'll meet everyone else back in our squat. It's really hard to talk in crow pose. Very hard. Inhaling in here. And then exhale, we'll start to plop back on the mat. We're going to come into a boat pose. So your boat might look like this, just your toes on the mat. Your boat might look like this with your shins parallel to the ceiling and your arms supporting you. But this is a great pose to work on core. Maybe your arms are straight out. Maybe you take your hands to heart center and you start to straighten through one leg and then the other, and twisting at the core, one leg and then the other. A little boat pose, bicycles here. Engaging that lower core, feeling the burn. If at any time you need a break, take a break. Just gonna do 3 more. You got this. 2 and 1. Maybe hands out long, maybe full boat. Oh, and then feet to the mat. Maybe take a little rest on your knees. Catch your breath. Great job. We're working today. Really working today. Keep your feet on the mat. We'll roll down for a bridge pose. Set yourself up. Tuck those shoulder blades under. Oh, bring your heels to your glutes so you can maybe touch them. Touch your heels with your fingers. Inhale, rise up. Stay for a breath. On your next exhale, come down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale up. take our legs long toward the ceiling. It's kind of like legs up the wall, but I don't have a wall. If you want to move to a wall, you're welcome to. If this does not feel comfortable to you and you are unable to sit like this, we're going to sit like this just for a minute. If you can also grab a block and put it under your sacrum if that feels better too. Like so. That's a little easier. Maybe take some bicycles with your legs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take baby pulses in the bottom of my abdomen here. They're going to be very subtle, but you're going to feel them. And we're going to do 20. So I'm going to keep my hands planted on the mat, and each pulse. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, did you feel that yet? My legs are shaking and my abs are turned on. So maybe we'll do 10 more. Each time I breathe in and then I breathe out as I bring my legs a little closer to me. So let's try this again. And back to center. Okay, now we're going to take a figure 4 stretch on our back. So you're going to take your right leg, plant it or put it over your left. Maybe you're going to bring your shin parallel with the ceiling. Wrap your hands around the back of your left leg. Put your elbow on your right knee. Kind of force your leg open. Not force, but not forcibly, but gently press open your right knee with your right elbow. Feet are active, opening up through the right hip here. Maybe rocking side to side. This is great if you have lower back pain, sciatica. Just remember, the more that you bring your left leg in, the deeper the stretch you will get. Inhale both legs up, and exhale, we'll flip the script to the other side. Both feet are active, pulling in with those hands, pulling our right leg in. Gently opening through the left hip now. Inhaling both legs up. And we're going to take our right leg and maybe eagle it around as far as it'll go. It could be here, could just be crossed. Around our left, drop our left foot, take our arms to a T, and maybe move your hips about 3 inches to the right and fall over, open to the left. Gaze is over your right arm. And taking a supine twist with eagle legs. Inhale in, start to come back to center, unravel your legs, and take it to the other side. Drop your right foot. Maybe take your hips 3 inches to the side, gaze is over your left palm. Inhale in, we'll start to come back, unravel. And we'll grab the outer edges of our feet, come in for a happy baby. Maybe rock from side to side, making sure our tailbone is shining toward the top of the mat. And if you want a better, deeper stretch, you can push your feet into your hands and pull back down with your hands. I can really feel that in my hips. Staying active and engaged. Maybe you straighten one leg and the other. Maybe you rock from side to side, getting a little back massage. Inhale in here, one more breath, and exhale. We're going to start to let everything go, get situated on the mat for Shavasana. Tucking those shoulder blades underneath you, letting your feet splay open. Palms face up toward the sky. Sinking into the mat, relaxing through the face and the jaw. Maybe letting the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing through the arms and the legs and the pelvis. Just sinking into the mat. And we'll start to invite movement to our fingers and our toes. Start to come through to your right hand side or your left hand side, whatever feels most comfortable. Taking our left palm, pushing up, coming through to an easy seat. I hope this practice was a little bit different and helped you get a little creative, and you took some of the variations that I offered, and maybe it'll help you wanting to learn some new poses, some new things, challenge yourself. But most of all, I hope you just were present with me on the mat and took your time and enjoyed your practice like I did. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope I inspired something in you. Be well. Namaste.